Hi everyone. Welcome to week 2 of mathematics in the primary classroom. I hope you enjoyed the first week. It was a great start to the teaching period. I know that at the start there were a few dramas in regards to getting students in the right groups and all that sort of stuff. So with a little bit of patience and bearing with us, we all seem to be in the place we're meant to be. And it was also nice to see some students that I've met in previous units sort of see me in the Meet Your ELA section and try to jump on board my group. So thanks very much to those people, and to the people that are new into the group that haven't met you. I really look forward to working with you. Make sure you ask lots of questions along the way. I'm always here just to help, okay? And add in my 5-10 cents worth of information if I can. I think that week 1 was a really interesting week, and I think it was sort of a bit thrown in the deep end with a nice little debate to get us started. It was interesting to watch some of you be challenged to try and be on the team that you didn't really want to be in regards to that assessment, and come up with reasons that you probably really didn't believe in. So thanks very much for rising to the challenge. It was also nice how some of you got in and helped one another and questioned again. So make sure you continue to do that, all right? If someone posts something and something resonates with you and you think, oh, I like that, or tell me more, make sure you reply back to that person, okay? Because that way we can all learn. And I think one of the biggest parts about teaching is often being challenged. And I know myself as a teacher in the classroom, I'm always waiting for the parent at the end of the day to come knocking on my door and asking me, oh, why did you say this? Or how did you do that? Or, etc., etc. And so if you have your friends at university doing it, and we're all adults and professional learners, and, it holds you in good stead for the real world, okay? So make sure you do jump in, ask each other, and if you really love something, I know that there were a few things that I wrote that was great, loved that idea, or hadn't thought of that before, say it to each other. There sort of needs to be a like button. We've said it a few times with some of the comments, just so a bit like Facebook, okay, you can just click like, and that person knows that you've read and acknowledged what they've read. So week 2. Last week you would have also met the 3 characters that we're going to follow throughout the unit. I really like this element of this unit where we have 3 characters that we just follow from the start right through to the finish. We met Miss S, Mr. D and Mrs. P. So they were just a little bit of a window, a snapshot of the learning journey that you're going to follow and go on. This week, week 2, we're going to be looking a little bit more at Miss S, and make sure if you've got little children that you don't put on the 5 little monkeys clip while they're in the room, because you probably won't be able to get past that. I know my 3-year-old, she's watched that clip quite so many times. So as soon as she sees me going to work on my computer, she knows it's somewhere there, so she asks for it. There's also a lesson plan to review, and this is a common question. And I think some of you from memory are going out on your practical placements, so seeing as many lesson plans as you can is great, and different styles, different ways of writing, different information that's included. So have a look at this one that's on in our unit. And then finally the task for this week, the activity. And this will really help actually with assessment 2 more than assessment 1, but I want you to be thinking about it, is how would you group the students? You'll see that assessment 2 gives you some mock data, and you're going to have to work collaboratively to come up with how you would group the students within that. So make sure you do this activity, because it is one that will help, maybe not this week, but in when you get into that team task that we have planned for you. And in terms of thinking about assessment 1, I want you to start thinking about the benefits and limitations of various forms of assessment. So last week in week 1, we've had a look at the different assessments that you mentioned, or what you liked, what you didn't like about assessments. I want you to think about that in a little bit more detail, and get your heads around benefits and limitations of various forms of assessment. So maybe set up a little chart listing the assessments that you know, have a column for benefits and limitations. That's what I'd be doing, and that would sort of give you a good starting point for your first assessment task. But yeah, anyway, I hope you have a great week. I'll see you on the board. If you've got any questions, any queries, I'm always here to help you. Thanks, everyone, and take care, I guess. Thanks.